Good morning, DIYers. Today is Sunday, June the 14th, 2026. And I am the owner of a 2002 Honda CRV. So yesterday, I had some challenging issues come up. I had to pull codes on my vehicle yesterday because I was taking it to Honda to purchase some transmission fluid and some power steering fluid. And this code came up, P0113, and also another code came up, P0720, which is the output small transmission sensor. It was a malfunction, okay? Okay, DIYers, I'm back. So I had to pull them codes yesterday because on my way to the dealership, my engine's a little dirty because my vehicle has been sitting for the last few months. I haven't really driven it, but I came into an issue. We have two speed sensors that are underneath the box here, okay? And I'm going to include the link of the speed sensors that I replaced, but the P0720 code that I received yesterday was from the outbound sensor under here. They're both on the transmission, the outbound sensor and the speed sensor. So I was having issues with my car, my vehicle revving up, and it was just acting real funny. So what I ended up doing is went to Honda because I recently had a loss of fluid. I had a real bad leak on my transmission fluid, and I lost it all, and I didn't even know it. And I pretty much was driving around, and my vehicle just pretty much seized at that point. So I was able to, and that was a couple months ago. So I was able to, as you can see, my engine's pretty clean. It's dirty right now because it's been sitting, but anyway, I was having issues because of the leak. So I filled it back up with transmission fluid, let it sit for about a month, and then I tried to assess where the leak was coming from. And it was a transmission fluid leak. I couldn't find exactly where it was coming from. So what I ended up doing was I took it to a mechanic who's been in business for 50 years, and they work on specifically just Hondas, well, just Japanese cars, Hondas and Toyotas. That's all they do. So I had it assessed. They replaced the transmission pressure switch. Haven't been having any issues. Once I got it back, though, my vehicle was slipping in gears first to second. So was dealing with that. I've driven it about 300 miles since I've gotten it back in the middle of May. And yesterday, on my way to the dealership to purchase the transmission fluid, because I was going to do another drain and fill, it just, it stopped going into gear like about a block away from the dealership. I didn't really freak out, but turned it off for about 10 minutes, turned it back on, and went and engaged. So I was able to pull it into the dealership. And once I got it to the dealership, I explained to him what was going on with my vehicle. And right away, when I explained to him what was going on with my vehicle, here comes the service guy. Well, without even looking at the codes, right? Well, our techs, all they're going to probably do more than likely with our years of experience is you need a new transmission. And I'm like, dude, you guys haven't even looked at the codes or anything. Because I asked him how much would it cost for a diagnostic. It was $225. I said, okay, I'm willing to pay that. He said, well, that would be a waste of money because I can tell you right now, all our guys are going to do is tell you that you need a new transmission. So it kind of pissed me off, right? So he said, you could also talk to parts and ask them, about transmissions and what it will cost you. So I said, let me just go through this whole process just to see what Honda's going to do. So I ended up going through the whole process. These are my pulleys. All of my pulleys are brand new, by the way. And all my sensors are brand new. I've done a lot of work, as you can see from my videos that I've uploaded. I've done a lot of work, and I still have work to do. So I ended up going through the process with the parts department. and real cool guy, Hector. You know, we got into a conversation. He was telling me about him and his wife's. They purchased a 2006 Civic with 65,000 miles on it in 2010. They lived in California. They now have, 16 years later, 357,000 miles on the original engine and transmission. And I said, exactly. That's how Hondas were built back then, right? So he says, don't get rid of your vehicle. He says, I could print all this information off to you, give it to you, he says, but just troubleshoot it. So I said, exactly, that's exactly what I'm going to do. But it just pissed me off that the service guy, without even looking at my vehicle, they already said new transmission. So I'm going to show you what the quote was. Okay, so here's the quote from Mile High Honda here in Denver, Colorado. As you can see, the invoice is $5,610. Total amount is $6,123. And what Hector explained to me, he says, the transmission, remanufactured transmission itself, is $3,100. And they were going to charge me $3,000. They want to charge me $3,000 in labor. They're smoking crack. They are high as fuck. Never happened, right? So I'm going to troubleshoot everything. I eventually... Okay, DIYers, I'm almost done on my little rant. But I eventually got back in my vehicle, and there were a couple of sales guys outside checking out my vehicle, right? But $6,100 and whatever dollars I just showed you for a remanufactured transmission coming directly from Honda with a 3-year warranty. That is crazy as hell. So, of course, what does Honda try to do? The sales guys try to get me to sell my vehicle. They told me they would give me a $3,000 trade on it because it looked good physically. Even though I told them everything that was going on, they get me in a 2026 vehicle. I said, that's not happening. So I'm not interested in getting a new vehicle. I retire next year. I'm good. They said, well, why wouldn't you buy a new vehicle? I said, the new vehicles are trash. And you monitor everything with all your electronics and the technology. I'm not going for that. I said, I haven't had a car payment since 2010. I've owned 4 vehicles in my adult lifetime. And there's absolutely no way. But that's what ended up happening yesterday. So I'm going to troubleshoot. I eventually end up going to Chat GPT, which is amazing for me. That was the very first time I used that. And I ended up spending 30 to 45 minutes on Chat GPT, going back and forth with the diagnosis and what Chat GPT was telling me to troubleshoot, which is great. So outside of mechanics, like I said, I'm all for the technology of AI that's coming because it can actually help us. I'm not anti-AI. I think it's good. But Chat GPT really, really helped me. So I'm going to be assessing and troubleshooting over the next couple of weeks. I will come back and give you guys an update as to the codes. Like I said, let me show you once again. P0113 is the intake air temperature sensor. One circuit is high. That wasn't there prior to my prior to having a leak on my transmission fluid. This is a brand new code. And the other one is P0720. I actually cleared my OB2 scanner, so that's why it's not showing. But just wanted to show you DIYers what was going on and share with you what kind of day I had yesterday. And I will be doing an update. I'll come back. It's probably going to take me a few weeks to troubleshoot. Not a problem because I have time, but I'm going to troubleshoot everything ChatGPT tells me to, and we're going to figure this out. I don't believe that my transmission is going bad, even though I had a hydraulic pressure loss and, you know, it was engaging bad between gears 1 and 2. But I just found it interesting that Honda right away said that, and, you know, without even looking at it. It just pissed me off. It really did. But hey, that's what these stealerships do today. All right, DIYers, I just wanted to share that with you. And I will keep you posted. And I will give you an update as to my research and my diagnostic and my troubleshooting. All right, DIYers, blessings.